What up? What up? What up, world? Pretty sure got it on other channels. Hit that like and hit that sub, and also comment as well. Also hit the notifications. I'm pretty sure my bad. Hey, Red Dog, can you hear me? Hey, yeah, Red Dog, you gonna love this one, man. You gonna love this one. You was gonna love this one, man. And uh, look, I love this one, man, because a lot of people. Salute to you, David. I see you in the building, man. And Red Dog, of course, LA all day. Um, look, I'm gonna go through everything because this comparison, I think a lot of people really they it's so many dynamics to this comparison that you could say. Okay, uh, a lot of people want to know why I got because I'm choosing Hakeem, but it has nothing to do with what you think. Okay, it had nothing to do with championships, which of course Kareem has the edge on, which he's got six of them. Uh, it doesn't even have anything to do with longevity. Of course, Hakeem played. I mean, Kareem played 20. Hakeem played 18. It has nothing to do with scoring, in which we all know who the all-time leader in points is, which is Kareem. It has nothing. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with those things. Here's why I got Hakeem above Kareem, and it's not even by much. But and to me, it's who I'm starting my center with. I'm choosing Hakeem for the fact of how I've explained it before. Is the fact that Hakeem what played both ends of the floor from a standpoint of doing it more efficiently. And let me tell you why. Because in the shorter amount of the shorter amount of time that Hakeem had played, he was able to average more blocks and more steals throughout his career. Now, as far as rebounds is concerned, Kareem, I think Kareem had the edge in that. Okay, he had overall Kareem had averaged 11.2, and Hakeem had averaged 11.1, which is not by much. But you also have to take into account he was getting Hakeem was getting steals. He was getting steals as a center. He was also getting blocks and he was getting rebounds. Then you also got to realize that Hakeem was a two-time rebounds leader, also a two-time defensive player of the year award. And like I said, that means a lot to me. Okay, because if you could control a game not only with with your scoring, but as well as your defense, as well as your rebound, and as well as your intangibles, which Kareem did do, because he was all defensive team first time, and all defensive team 9 times. Okay, Kareem got 11 of them, but you got to remember Kareem played longer. There is just no reason why. Okay, Big Who, that's fine. No problem. That's your opinion. But like I said, I'm taking Hakeem for that reason and that reason only. Okay. Now Hakeem did have more moves. You know, inside of the post, his footwork was better. Um, and he could do so many other things beyond 15 feet, and he could do things within that 15 feet inside of the key or on the lower block. Okay, he could hit the occasional mid range, and would step out every now and then and hit the rarely hit the three, but he could shoot from the outside, and he could also handle the rock too, and he could chase down defenders. People don't realize that. People don't realize how fast Hakeem was. Let me tell you something. When Red Dog, who you got? uh, who you got? Danny Manning, Man, old and Polynese. You said this ain't no debate. Well, hey, go. It is. It is a debate. It's a debate because it comes up constantly. A lot of people have said, okay, but Big Who, we're not talking about Rodman. We're not talking about Rodman, and I hope you not don't have the audacity to bring up Ron Artest. We're talking about centers, position, big man. Okay, right? It's between Kareem and Hakeem. Another thing is why I got Hakeem above Kareem is because while he is the all-time leader in points, Hakeem is the all-time leader in blocks. And what wins championships. He did more with less. Okay, I'm not taking nothing away from the Houston squad or anything like that, but let's just call it what it is. Uh, Magic, Kareem, Worthy, uh, Byron Scott, uh, McAdoo, Coop, all those guys, they would have ran through. They would have those Showtime Lakers back in the days, man. They was a terror because they were long, athletic, and could stretch the floor. And they didn't even need to do it with their three point shooting. Now the '94 team and '95 team, they had good shooting. That's why they call them Clutch City. They shot pretty good and everything, but with his facilitating and with his playmaking. Nah, man, Big Who, it's all good, man. Nah, it's your opinion though. Some people don't like neither one of them. Man, my cousin, he don't like neither one of them. He like Shaq. Kareem has too many accomplishment stuff. Okay, all right. In terms of what they had to work with, you got to think about it. Hakeem didn't really have much to work with. Name a dominant point guard that Hakeem had played with. I'll wait. Name a dominant shooting guard. I mean, he got Drexler, but that was towards Drexler the end of his career, and many people saw Drexler as second tier to to Michael Jordan. Hold on, Red Pill. Let me before you get in here and start talking about stuff that don't concern basketball, because I know that's what you finna do. Look, I'm gonna tell you, it's no knock against Kareem because really Kareem. This is what Isaiah Thomas had a good point to say. He said Kareem won at every level. That's why he considered Kareem his GOAT. He won in high school, he won in college, and he won in the league. You know, right? Exactly. One band, Mike. He got it. He got it the hard way. And you see, that's why I respect Hakeem. I know what Red Pill is about to say because he's all about defense. He's defensive minded. That's why like when I go at guys about PJ Tucker and other guys like that, you got to look at the intangibles. Look at Kareem. Hakeem controlled the game with defense. Sometimes he wouldn't even score that much. And this is other facts too. Before I let Red Pill go, check this out. Goat, Big Who, and Reg Dog. Check this out. Hakeem is the only center to ever get a quadruple double. I repeat, he is the only center to ever get a quadruple double. Now, so many people say that Wilt probably would have had a quadruple double had they counted stats back then, and maybe even Bill Russell too. Some of those stats they didn't really count. But Hakeem is the only guy to ever get a quadruple double. He did it with points, rebounds, block shots, assists. He did it. I think points, rebounds, block shots. Uh, I think it was steals and assists. Block shot, steals. I think it was points, rebounds, block shots, and steals, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a quadruple double, and that's why and a lot of people don't know he averaged. He was averaging one for his career. He averaged 1.5, 1.7 steals. I mean, as a center, so that shows his versatility. So I got Kareem. I mean, I got Hakeem. That's that's who I got on top of Kareem. But it's no disrespect Kareem because I got Kareem second as my all-time center. Red Pill, you got the flow, man. I gotta hear this.
Yeah, salute to the panel in the chat. But yeah, like regarding this comparison stuff of like for me and stuff, I'm gonna go with Hakeem. Just because of like his like impact on the defensive end and stuff. I mean, the guy was a great shot blocker, and also like a underrated stat of his was uh, he could play in the passing lanes too as a big man, and at one point, I mean, like he was a beast, just getting a bunch of steals and stuff. I mean, I respect Kareem and stuff, like like with that sky hook and stuff, but like from what I see and stuff, from like the difference between just Hakeem and Kareem is that Hakeem played against he played in an era and stuff where there was more dominant centers than Kareem's time. I mean, Hakeem, he played against a lot of great centers in the '90s. Like Patrick Ewing, um, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, and etc. And Shaq too. And there's also many more and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like for me and stuff, if um, Hakeem is, I'm gonna have to go with Hakeem as the all-time great and stuff. like just over Kareem, just because Hakeem was a leader, and he established himself as one of the best defensive players in NBA history, and he's probably like a top five defender of all time and stuff. Um, and yeah, I mean uh just what else was I gonna say and stuff about Hakeem and stuff. Hakeem, he played against just great competition. In the '90s, he played against guys like Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Robinson, Shaq, um, Dennis Rodman, and a bunch of just other great bigs in the '90s. That were that were tough. So I'm gonna have to go with Hakeem over Kareem. I'm just because of his just impact on the team and the defensive end. Yeah, that's all I have to say right there.
That was good analysis. Now, where I part ways with you, and what I disagree with you, I disagree with one thing you said, Red Pill. Uh, as far as how many centers that between them both, Kareem played a lot against. You got to think about it. He went up against Wilt. He went up against. He went up against Russell. If I'm not mistaken, he went up against Artist Gilmore. He went up against man. He went up against a shitload of centers that you wouldn't consider. You know, he went up against a lot of centers that like okay, they automatically mention Shaq, or they automatically mention Patrick Ewing, or they automatically mention Alonzo Mourning, or they automatically mention those guys. So I'm I'm disagreeing in the fact that it was about kind of even because they had a lot of skilled, quality and strong big men too. But you got to think about it. There was a case when when Kareem dunked on Wilt. Now Wilt was a little bit older, but he came in when because everybody remembers Kareem when he played for the Bucks. He played as Lou Alcindor. He came through the lane and just dunked on Wilt. Just look it up. He dunked on him like in his face, and but that just goes to show you he was playing with a lot of big men, during that time as well. And he played against Bill Walton. Bill Walton when he came out of UCLA too, man, he was a terror until his injuries had got the best of him and stuff. So he played against many big men. I can't really think right off the top of my head, but if I go through, you'll be like, wow, he played a lot. But a lot of people, Red Pill, will go up and they'll look at the list and they'll be like, oh well, compared to Shaq or compared to David Robinson or compared to Alonzo Mourning and stuff like that, they'll be like, they wasn't nothing. But those centers actually were pretty skilled. Now, this is another thing too. A lot of people don't realize how well Kareem could run the floor. I mean, Hakeem could run the floor. He could really run the floor, man. Like he could really get up and down the floor. A lot of people don't understand that. Some people look at the '94 and '95 Hakeem, which he was pretty agile and stuff. But like back in the days, like when he was really young and like just coming into his peak, Hakeem was all over the floor, and that's the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we're looking at the emergence of DeAndre Aiden and the wonderful job that he's doing with Phoenix, and a lot of people feel like they made a comparison to David Robinson and stuff. Like my partner Will, he said that shout out to Will too. He said that David, you know, uh, Aiden reminds him of David Robinson, but I don't see it quite yet. I see Aiden being something of his own. something of his own. You know what I'm saying? Red Pill. I don't see anybody. Did you say David Robinson too, or because I'm trying to think of who does Aiden remind you of?
Aiden like reminds me of. Cha.
Yeah, yeah. Like when you look at Aiden's game, overall game, like who does he remind you of?
Yo, that's a good question, man. Um, um, I don't know. That's a tough one right there.
Right. Hey, Chad,
Uh,
who does Aiden remind you of? I think Goat Mike has said David Robinson. I don't know who Reg Dog, because I know Reg Dog done seen plenty of centers come through L.A. He done seen. Well, I'm not saying he saw Wilt, but he knows about Wilt. He know about Kareem. He know about Shaq. He knows
I'll,
about a lot of them guys that came through. I don't think he knows about George Mikan. He ain't that goddamn
I'll
old,
say
but
this. I'll say this right here.
you know what I'm saying?
I'll
Hey,
say
Red
this,
Dog,
but
you know about George Mikan, man?
hey, I'll say this, but Aiden, Aiden stature wise has David Robinson's, like just frame and stuff, and like,
Right, right, right.
but he's a mix between David Robinson and like um, Sean Kemp.
Sean
He's
Kemp?
like, yeah, yeah,
Nah, I don't know about that. He's not really. He ain't freakish athletic like Sean
yeah.
Kemp was. But hey, that's
Um,
your opinion. That's your opinion,
no,
man.
no, wait, actually, I might have to think about that again. He's a mix between oh shit, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's a
Sean Kemp was vicious, man. Like he was a terror at the rim. That was,
I,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think he's a mix between David Robinson and
And Sean
Chris
Kemp.
Bosh. Chris
Oh, Chris
Bosh.
Bosh.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
cause
Oh, yeah, because he's starting to hit that jumper and
yeah,
everything.
he's like a
Yeah,
mix between like those players. That's how I see it.
that's what's gonna make him. That's what's gonna make him that much more. That much more dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, in today's league and stuff, man, you got to space the floor, from the 1 through 5 position. I mean, um, it's just the NBA is like just evolving and stuff, man.
Salute to you, CB Logic. I see you in the building, man.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
remember.
Hey,
Go
Red
ahead.
Pill. CB Logic probably gonna take Kareem.
Hey, it's his opinion, man. So I'm not gonna judge him. Yeah, I'm not here to judge a
Nah,
man's
CB
opinion.
Logic. CB Logic probably gonna take Hakeem though. He
Yeah,
probably gonna take it. Go ahead, Red Pill. You got it though, man.
yeah, but just what I was saying and stuff is that those you know NBA is all about spacing and stuff and matchups. I remember just playing high school ball like a year back and it was like the coaching and stuff like they want to implement like a 4 out 1 in
Right.
offense and stuff and like for me and stuff I remember as a freshman in 2016 stuff on the freshman team, man, like we used to just go like old school and stuff with two bigs at the 4 and 5, but like when it became uh 2020 my senior year, like we started going like playing just one center and the format of the team like was a small forward, so or like a
Right.
shooting guard. So it's kind of like, man, the fucking NBA is evolving, man, and the Warriors, man. Hey, man, hey, you guys, just man, you guys messed up the whole basketball and stuff, man, because
Well,
I was so used
well,
to that old school, and just game and stuff with the two bigs, but I mean, hey, but yeah, the basketball game's evolving and stuff, so I'm not really gonna, I'm not
yeah.
really
We
gonna, yeah,
we no 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 no. Now let me say this. Let me say this.
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
can't. I as much as I wanna agree with you. I can't agree with you on that though, Red Pill, because the simple fact a lot of people don't realize how beautiful the basketball that they played in Golden State. Now I know you
Yeah,
you think they played a good beautiful game, but you're saying from a standpoint of
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
shooting
For me and stuff. Yeah,
and things like
yeah,
that. But you see, they believe it or not, uh, big men big men were already starting to shoot before Golden State, and players were starting to shoot. Everybody wants to sit here and talk about Steph Curry, just Steph Curry and stuff like that. Even though he came in and just took it to a whole nother level, but players were
yeah.
starting to already evolve their game outside of the perimeter.
Just
It's just that Steph Curry had taken it to a whole nother level, and Chris Bosh, man, he was already starting that transition as far as bringing his game out to the perimeter. If you remember, it
yeah,
was David Robinson. He started to kind of do that. A lot of people don't realize David Robinson had a good mid-range jumper. Vitas Sabonis, he could hit the occasional
yeah.
three. You had guys like uh, who else, man? It's a lot of guys, man. Detlef Shrimp, even though he wasn't a center, but he was still. People forget that Detlef Shrimp was like
Karl
6'10",
Malone.
6'11". Yeah, Karl Malone, but I'm talking about even taking it even further out. Uh, it was a lot of guys that were coming over from Europe that were shooting the three. And like, man, what is you doing? This is unorthodox.
Yeah.
And even Yao Ming, now he
Yeah,
didn't.
man.
Yeah, Yao Ming. Yeah,
OG.
Yao Ming. What's up? Wait, what? I see you in the building, brother. Wait,
OG.
hey, wait, what gonna come up in here trying to stir the pot and shit? I don't have the credential G14 classification pick between two
G14.
because because I didn't watch Kareem for the most part. Well, okay, I understand. I understand. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. He done came up in here. Man, what's up? Wait, wait. We know you finna come up in here with a pot of gumbo, motherfucker.
You already know. This shit about to get stirred up, man. You already know.
That
Look
motherfucker
like
always trying to come.
Hakeem.
Hey,
Coach
Red Pill. That motherfucker
Hakeem,
always trying to
man.
come up with some fucked up spices. Be like, oh shit, this shit hot in a motherfucker.
Yep, this
God
shit
damn,
cooking.
nigga, damn, what the
Man,
fuck you put in this shit, nigga?
No metal
Man,
plate, cause that shit gonna hot your plate. No metal
oh
plate.
god.
like
Better get
damn, nigga,
cold.
soon that motherfucker hit your tongue, it's like, man, god damn, nigga, why the fuck you put that shit
Let's
up in this
talk
shit?
about it. That shit gotta have a wooden bowl for this motherfucking gumbo.
All right, man. All right, we
Listen,
want to know. We talked about this the other day. Wait, what? And man, who you got, man? Hakeem or Kareem? Because remember, we had this already, but I
listen,
want you to explain.
listen. Like for me, just because of the team I'm building around, I can do like it's no wrong answer in general. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that out there first of all. There ain't no wrong answer in general.
Yeah,
But I just feel like the skill set, like the skill set on both ends, Hakeem just got me so much of a comfort. Yeah, Kareem got a more of a better offense arsenal, as in like more of what he could do throughout the offense. But when it comes to different, positions, as in like that post move, Hakeem is the dominant. You know what I'm saying? Just all day type of shit. You feel me? But otherwise, Kareem could take out the shot. I think he got more of an outside shot better than Hakeem. I can give him that unstoppable hook shot, unstoppable for a reason.
Scott.
Um, you know what I'm saying? He stunt. And like I said, how I'm teaming up my team and how I'm creating that, I feel like Hakeem would just be a better fit for that. But like I said, there's no wrong answer at the end of the day. I just feel like if I'm creating like my top five, you know what I'm saying, that he in there with a KD, with a LeBron, MJ, and the Steve Nash, best point guard in the game ever. probably after Jason Kidd. But yeah, Steve Nash, those
You
top
know
five.
that's a that's
Steve
a
Nash top
motherfucking
five all
opinion, but
time.
that's okay though. All
Get
right.
out of here. Top five all time. Point guard of all time. Steve Nash, top five. Don't hey, come on now. You can't name four better. You can't name four better.
Oh man, yeah, I can. Shit, I can name three right off the top of my head.
Go
Oscar,
ahead.
Isaiah,
Come on.
Magic,
Stop it. Stop it. Yo, no,
Jason
no,
Kidd.
no. You
Jason
got
Kidd
me.
got a ring at least.
You got me with Jason Kidd. You got me. I can give you Magic because it's a tradition in a way. Uh,
Uh,
but Oscar, nah. When it comes
John
straight to point
Stockton,
guard,
you know what I'm saying?
I could like when it comes to like I could put Oscar at the two. He could really do something over
Hey,
Steve Nash.
you know
But
what?
when
You
it
know
comes,
what? Wait. You know what?
what?
Wait. What? You know what? Wait. What? Hey, you know what? I meant to tell you this the other day too. My fault. Remember when we were talking about top five and Red Pill? I think you was on that too. I I got. I meant to tell you I have Isaiah first. It was Oscar. Then I got Magic. You know what I'm saying? Because and the reason why I put Magic so low is because you got to think about it. Oscar only played with one other Hall of Famer, and that was Kareem in his career, and he was able to get a ring, one ring. But other than that, he never played with anybody else. Oh shit, we got some people coming in. Hold on one second, y'all.
Yo,
Uh oh. Uh oh.
what
What's
happened?
up? What's up? What's up? Go.
Ah man.
What is good, man? Look,
Man.
look, look. I'm gonna say it like
Hey,
this.
hey, wait, what? Hey,
Go.
wait,
I'm,
what? Hey, wait, what?
huh?
That
Go.
nigga go come up
What's
in here to
happening?
air that shit out, and that
Let it
motherfucker
go.
wait, what? Come up in here to stir the pot. This is a good little mix. Go at it. You got the
Hold on.
flow.
I'm about to stir the whole pot. First person. Okay, look. I got a lot of folks to address. Address is Reg Dog. Reg Dog. You don't understand how my mindset works. Whenever you lose in emphatic fashion, you should not be sitting on your ass on the goddamn couch playing a fucking Fortnite. Put that shit down. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Every time I've lost, I'm not sitting down. I ain't cheeseburger playing Fortnite. Fuck all that shit. I'm going right to the gym, working on my game, trying to get better. These players, they don't want it. AD, he didn't want it. This nigga lost in the first round and he's
Uh,
sitting down.
okay.
LeBron's the only player I know to work out after a loss. LeBron in the gym right
Go.
now, shoot jumpers.
Hey,
Where's
go.
AD at?
Go. You can. Hey, go. You can unleash on that in a minute, but we trying to stay on
Okay.
this topic though. Go.
But
Go ahead
Kareem is
and go
better than
about that. Now,
Hakeem. I don't care what.
we'll settle
Kareem
that in
better
a
than
minute, man. We'll
Hakeem.
get to that in a minute, man.
Kareem is better than Hakeem. I don't care what you people say. All you guys. Kareem has too many accomplishments that Hakeem don't got. And look, even if we don't count, even if I don't count the, like for example, even if I don't use Kareem's chips, let's say I don't use chips, he's still better than Hakeem. Hakeem didn't win at every level. Kareem won at every single level. That alone beats Hakeem. Secondly, Hakeem is not. My bad, not Hakeem. Kareem. Kareem is not only one at every level, but he beats him in points. You know what I'm saying? Those two things beats Hakeem. All Hakeem got is what? Leading them blocks into chips. Come on, man. We gotta stop the cat, bro.
Right, right,
We gotta
right,
stop
right.
this stuff.
But see, but that's not the reason why. But if you listen earlier, go. That's not the reason why I chose the king.
I'm not saying it is Polo. I'm not saying it is.
That's
I'm
not
not
one of
saying.
one of.
I'm not saying it is though, Polo. I'm not saying it is. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying why I believe Hakeem should not even be in the conversation. He's not
Okay,
even better than Bill Russell.
no, no, no. Hey, we're not. Well, offensively, and is Bill Russell in all time in blocks? No, he's
Bro,
not.
he's not even
It's
better than
probably because
he's not even better than Shaq.
probably who skill wise, yes
He's
he
not
is, and longevity.
bro, Shaq got four finals
Shaq
MVPs.
was more Shaq. Yeah, hey, and he was dominant. He was more dominant, but as far as skill wise, Hakeem
What is
had the
Shaq
edge
averaging?
on him.
Shaq okay, Polo. Shaq averaged more points in the finals than Hakeem.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't about. But how? But he got two Finals MVPs. You do know
Oh
that, right?
damn.
Or he got one. He got
Hakeem, Hakeem
one
got two,
Finals MVP.
but Shaq got four of those. What's the point? Shaq got four
Right.
Finals
He was the
MVPs.
dominant. Yeah, he was the dominant force on the big man. But you got to realize that Shaq had uh, Kobe.
What
He
do we?
had
Okay, so
Kobe. He did.
let me
Who
ask you this:
name
what do
another
we
Hall
count,
of
Polo?
Famer besides Drexler that he played with at the end of
Polo,
his career?
Polo, Polo. I have to ask you a serious question, Polo. What are we, bro? What are we talking about? We're talking about player or skill?
Nah,
Player,
no, no,
skill.
no, 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 no. I'm
What?
talking. Well,
You keep bringing up
from a,
skill though, Polo. You keep
no,
bringing up
no, no.
skill.
Right, right,
Is it
right.
skill or is
No,
it better
no, no, no.
player?
Wait, 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 wait. Listen. When you mention that, when you mention a player like Shaq, it has to revert back to skill. And you also have to look at the defensive why Shaq is as good a defender as you want to think that he
That's
was. He
fucking
was nowhere
bullshit.
near on the level as
It's not
Hakeem.
gonna come out either.
Hakeem was able to get quadruple doubles. Name a time that Shaq got a
Why?
quadruple
Because he
double.
parked in
I'll
that
wait.
spot before first.
Man, Tim
Hey,
Duncan better
hey,
than
somebody,
Hakeem.
It's
Tim
somebody
sad,
Duncan
got
better
to.
than
dog.
Hakeem.
Polo,
No, he's
Polo, it's
not,
sad,
man.
dog.
No, he's not.
It's
What?
sad.
Stop it! Stop
No,
He
he's
on the
not.
it!
ball, man.
Stop
IQ getting low.
No, it
it!
wasn't, man.
I
Hey,
go.
he could. Tim Duncan had way
I
more
can beat you
help.
one on one. Who's that guy? Hey, Polo. Hey, Polo. Who's? Oh, wait.
Man, no,
Who's the
no,
talking in the
no, we
background?
not getting
I'll play you
Mike,
one.
Mike, we
We
not
gonna
getting
play
into
one
that.
on one.
No, 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 no. Hey, who said that? Don't do
Hey,
that to
hey,
this man,
hey.
cause you're not gonna be able to shut
I'll
him
play
up,
one on
man.
one. I I'll play
Oh
way one on
shit,
one. I'll play you one on one way.
Reg,
I'll play you
man.
one on one. You want to go there? You want to go there
Oh
way?
yes.
Huh? You
Hey,
want to go
too,
there?
too raw, too raw, too raw. Thank you so much. Come and bless this panel. Please come and bless this panel. Hey,
I'm about to play him one on one.
no, 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 no. Hey, too raw.
I got
Hey,
a
you
basketball
gotta
right here
come in
next to
here.
me.
I
I got a
got two.
basketball right
Hey,
here.
listen, 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 listen. When I bring, hey, hold on. Y'all know Too Raw. When Too Raw comes up in here, nobody. He has the floor. He has the entire floor because he is a big man expert when it comes to this and his knowledge. So if y'all ever subscribe to, if y'all haven't subscribed to Too Raw for TV, go look at his video. He gives a wonderful breakdown on every single center, man, that ever played that was top notch. Even some of the ones that wasn't. So Too Raw, hopefully you come in.
Hey,
Ah,
hey,
yes.
hey, hey, hey,
Hey, hold on,
Polo, hey,
hold on, hold
Polo.
on. Go, go.
I was just
I
gonna say
got
one
love for you.
thing. That's all I was gonna say.
Go ahead, go ahead. This is before Too Raw talk.
I'm gonna just take one last jab from Two Raw go. Two Raw knows more basketball than everybody on the panel outside of Polo.
Hey, that's it. Hey, yo,
Nah,
man. My bad.
Too Raw,
Come on.
as
Don't just
far
be
as a
slapping me like
historian,
like this.
Oh,
he's on a whole nother level. Too Raw, welcome to the show. Man, hey, Hakeem or Kareem, you got the floor. Everybody, let Too Raw speak.
I mean, it's difficult to choose. You say like Kareem and Hakeem. I mean, it depends on what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're looking at resume, if you're looking at like longevity, championships, MVPs, Kareem, all-time leading scorer, most unstoppable shot to most people, it's Kareem. You know what I'm saying? Long time excellence. Played, at a high level until he was 38, 39 years old. Akeem is considered probably the best low post scorer ever, as far as a big man, as far as the plethora of moves he had. I mean, Kevin McHale is up there, but Kevin McHale, he was limited more to the high post, whereas Akeem, his diversity as far as move sets extended to the high post. Excuse me, McHale was limited to the low post, but Keem was extended to the high post and even out to the mid range area. I mean, Akeem to me, man. I just want to say this: like, if I had to choose between the two, it's Kareem because of his resume. He was dominant, and he was the best player for a whole decade in the '70s. But that dominance transcended into the '80s, and he was going up against so many great centers. But I just gotta say something though. The guy that said that he would rank Shaq over Akeem. I just want to know why you said it again. Like, why would you put Shaq over Akeem?
I was just trolling on that too, Raw. I was just trolling with that. Shaq ain't nowhere
You
near
talking to you,
Hakeem
Goat?
skill wise. Y'all can hear
Okay.
me?
Because I was like,
Y'all can
yeah, I
hear
hear
me?
you.
I said I was trolling. I was trolling too, Raw.
I'm talking to Goat. Goat, he talking to you, bro.
I was trolling too, Raw. I already said I was trolling, dude. Shaq ain't nowhere near Hakeem, bro. I was trolling with that.
Oh, because I was like, wait a minute, man, more skilled than a king. Like, wait a minute, whoa.
Yeah, I was just
Like,
trolling
but
too,
no,
Raw.
but
Yeah, I was just trolling.
I do think Shaq gets a little bit of a bad rap though, because you know when you look at the success that Kobe had afterward, people kind of use that to judge Shaq unfavorably. But everybody that watched the NBA in the 2000s knew that Shaq was the man, though. Like as far as the most dominant force we've seen in modern NBA, he wasn't the best, he wasn't the most skilled, but because of his tenacity, and he still did have some skills. You can't just go in the NBA and average 30 points a game for a season and have no skills. He did have, some moves. You know what I'm saying? He was physically so dominant, but he also had that nasty streak in him. You know what I'm saying? He won't like David Robinson. He had that competitive streak. So Shaq is one of the great players. The only problem with me when it comes to Shaq was, if you watch his whole career, there's two things that he had a problem with. Excuse me. He wasn't dedicated to taking care of his body like a Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or even a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They took great pride in staying in shape and keeping their bodies in shape. Shaq kind of let himself get out of shape. Shaq came into the NBA, he was 290 pounds. He was like when he first came to the NBA in 92, he was almost like a big David Robinson. And Shaq, to me, was a better player when he was younger. He was a better rebounder. He could move better. He had better lateral quickness. He could jump higher. He was a better shot blocker and a better rebounder. Because if you look at his rebounding averages when he first came to the NBA, he was averaging damn near 14 rebounds a game. But then when he got older, it was more like 10, 10 and a half, 2 blocks, 2.5 blocks. So while he did get physically huge and got very strong to the point where you couldn't stop him one-on-one, and he would wear you down. No matter how great a defender you were, he was so fucking big and strong, he just wore you down just from having to go against him the entire game. But it did take a toll on him physically, being so big and strong and not taking care of his body. You know what I'm saying? And eating and getting out of shape in the off season, getting up to 420 pounds. And then you come in training camp 400 pounds and you got to work that weight off to you like 350, 360. And then Kobe would have to take up more of the slack because you were getting hurt. So that's something that happened, during the dynamics of Kobe and Shaq playing with each other, to the point where Kobe had to take on a bigger role, not only because I desired to show that he could play the game and play at a high level, but because he had to kind of take up for Shaq because Shaq kept missing so much time, knowing that Kobe could handle the load. And then toward the end of the season, Shaq would come on as he got into shape. But historically, I think Shaq is a top 10 center. A top 10 player, top 5 center. But Shaq, if he had that Kobe drive, man, Shaq could have been the greatest player of all time, man. And I'm not even capping with that. Shaq could have been the greatest player of all time, but he just didn't have that. He had drive, but not to the point of a Kobe or a Mike. That's all I wanted to say.
Steve Nash is the greatest point guard, at least in the top 5 of all time at the end of the day. Just letting everybody know
Oh, I
about that.
see you trolling, huh?
No, yo, whoa, too raw. Don't even joke like that, man. You know he top. Hey, come on, bro.
Steve Nash is the greatest point guard. Well,
I
okay,
said
actually,
he top 5. He top 5 automatically. He gotta be top 5 automatically. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta put some respect on the. Come on, bro.
Well, you know what? I give you this. I definitely got him top 10. I think I think you could argue some other people ahead of him. Like to me,
give me, cause like, all right, I got. I'm gonna be honest. I can get Kid over him. I can get Isaiah Thomas from Detroit Pistons, not from Boston Celtics. I had to make sure I clarify that.
mm.
And then Listen, like for me, I don't think I know everybody like the classic Magic and Oscar. For me, I just feel like the level of difficult became like really the '90s and the early 2000s, and just really going on because of the level of competition. And yo, relax. We're not even talking like that.
I can understand
But
that.
listen,
I can understand that.
but like I
I can
said, like
understand
for
what
me,
you
I
said.
just feel like what he did and what he kind of created and Phoenix, it just like dog, like yo, the Matrix, like the type of players that, bro, like, and he was like legitly look for somebody first, look again, didn't find my shot, like a legit point guard. Like didn't even try to like I'm gonna get 30, 15. No, I rather get 30 assists and 15 points type of shit. That's how his mindset was. Yeah, he wasn't so much of a hybrid like a lot of point guards that, we usually call, but it really was hybrids to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like a Magic, Magic had it, you know what I'm saying? Like when I come for like passing, I give him like probably cause his height with it, I give him the edge on that a nod. But when we speak about shooting abilities, I can lean more towards Nash in that concept. Of course, on the defense, he got the stretch because man, they're 6'9". You know what I'm saying? 6'9" playing point guard. Of course, he's gonna have a dynamic way of just really coming hard on that defensive end. So you know what I'm saying. So that's why I can give him that in that concept because as an overall player to the game, of course he's way better. But when it comes to that specific position itself and what really put into it. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
feel like Nash is right there. Top five, you
I
know?
know what you're saying.
You know what
You
I'm
talking
saying?
about
I
like point
appreciate
guard,
the
point guard.
nomination for top 10, but yeah, point guard,
I know what you're
point guard.
saying.
Like
Point guard,
even
point
like
guard.
just the ability, like, okay, I need to score with it. Like yeah, point guard, point guard. Like legitly, I'm gonna get instead of trying to get 25 points, I'm gonna average about 20 and I'm gonna average about 17 assists. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I can get up to 25 points and get 15 assists, but I feel like them 3 assists and them extra 2 assists can be more crucial than them extra 3 points or 4 points.
Mhm.
And then he's amazing at the free throw line. Oh my God, amazing at the free throw line. So just being in that dynamic, just having like at the end of the games, man, come on, with him with the ball in his hand, he could shoot. He got a wetter too. That shit
But
nasty. That shit
but
nasty.
hey, too, Rob. Before I let you continue, I think another thing that you pointed out that was good. It was you or somebody else that pointed out when you were talking in reference to Ben Simmons and point guards and being able to shoot at the line. I was able to go back and look. Magic, for all the hell that he took for his shooting, he was actually an 80% free throw shooter for his career, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, when Magic
So,
started out, he was about average. He was about 75%, 76%. But
mhm.
as Magic worked on his shooting, he worked on his all around game. And it got to the point where
Hey,
uh,
somebody cut that background noise off.
I don't think that's me. Let me see if I let me see. Let me make sure it's not me. All right. Toward the end of his like the latter parts of his career, Magic was like more around upper 80s, 90%. One year he led the NBA in free throw percentage. So for his career, I think Magic was about 85%, about 80, I think 85% for his career. But toward the end of his career, he was one of the better free throw shooters in the NBA. And that's what I'm talking about, like with guys working on their games, man. Like that's what's so disappointing about Ben Simmons is that according to sources close to the team, he doesn't care, he doesn't listen, and he hasn't been working on his game. You can see the extent of that. You know what I'm saying? Like even Lonzo Ball, you can see he's been working on his game, and you can see the improvement. You can see the improvement in his shot selection and his shooting ability and his decision making. You know, you can see the improvement in his decision making as far as throughout the game, and you can see you can just see improvements and everything. With Ben Simmons, he's regressing to the point where it's like he's almost like a mental case when it comes to shooting the basketball. He's terrified of being fouled and going to the foul line. It's like a phobia now, and he got to work through it, man. I'm not trying to make no excuses for him, but he got to work through it. But I think his time in Philly is done. I think they got tired of him.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And this is what I said. Like, it makes you. I think me and you and everybody else on the panel too, we agree with this. Seeing a guy like Ben Simmons makes you appreciate, like you said, too, Rob. You got to give you got to give Ben Simmons the same smoke that you giving Giannis. It makes you appreciate a guy like Giannis because there they go again. They stole our shit too. I ain't gonna get into that too, Rob, but they stole your shit and they stole Tick shit too. When they were like, well, at least he attempts a damn shot. I'm like, man, we've been saying that shit though. At least he airballs the free throw, but he'll come back shooting again. And you got to appreciate the fearlessness of a guy like Giannis. That's what I was telling Wait What. And Wait What talking about he ain't no superstar.
Man, like everybody ain't gonna be a great shooter, man. It's just not. That's the thing, man. Like Moses Malone wasn't no great shooter, man, but Moses Malone was a superstar at his peak because of how dominant a player he was, man.
Let me explain what I mean by that. Like, listen, like y'all gotta understand. Giannis not even hit like Giannis probably like he didn't even hit his peak yet, as in prime yet. So for me, I feel like when you hit your prime and then you got everything in your game is at that level, or at least you working at that level. It's either being not even average, it's above average, and then the next thing you're doing right now is going beyond it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, stars like superstars like a LeBron, he ain't get into after Miami first lost with Dallas. He ain't get that to there. That superstar, yo, that's what it is, because he went into the next year and his game became something that it wasn't prior to the years before. So he that defeat gave him something, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I said, I
disagree with that.
And another example. All right, I feel you. For me, with a KD situation, when he stepped up and became that superstar, was more of a 2015, 2016 that loss and then doing what he did, as in I got to get my game into another level. And after that first year with Golden State, that when he became that superstar. Steph, he kind of did his thing in 2015, running through it. What he did, just remarkable. Can't the attention he brings. You know what I'm saying? Just bringing just the gravitation that he pulls once he go across that half court. And niggas scared. You know what I'm saying? That's
but that doesn't make
that's that aura.
That doesn't automatically.
Game. But
that doesn't automatically equate
his,
to a superstar. I mean, he got to be able to listen.
Wait. Formed at that level as in way. Go ahead. My bad.
Okay, listen. Am I tripping? But an MVP, I know what you're about to say. The votes and everything equate to that. But an MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year award, that's superb. Why do you think they put Kawhi in there? He was able to get a Finals MVP and also get a Defensive Player of the Year award. They automatically put him, up there as a superstar. That they know, okay, I could build around this guy. This guy is valuable. They did the same thing with Giannis, but just because the guy can't shoot, just because the guy isn't good at the free throw line, he shot better than Ben. He shot 56%. What did Ben Simmons shot? He shot 30.8%.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
But I'm not comparing him. I'm not comparing him to Ben. If he pull it off this year, as in Giannis pulling it off this year, as in getting his ring. If Giannis pull off getting his ring this year, that's when I got establish him as a superstar.
They already putting Paul George as a superstar, and he folds in big moments.
But I'm not doing that. He right now, Giannis at the max level of as in I put it like this. If I had to create a tier, S tier.
Salute to you, Marco Hinton. I see you in the building.
And then you got the A. He's that A plus tier. He's not in the A with everybody else who's all star, but he's that A plus. When he pull it off this year, he gonna be right there in that F. You can't deny it. Especially with battles he went through, especially doing these playoffs. If he can knock it all the way through, he crazy. I can't deny that. That's what I'm saying. That like I said, somehow, some way that ring do matter, and how you getting it, and how you striving for it, and what are you doing to your game to go beyond it. You know what I'm saying? He hitting enough free throws for that. That's what I'm saying. Like he hit enough free throws to get to the next round. Now he able to go to the next round if he able to get through certain most of his game and just constantly go like that. Like I said,
Can I
and
ask you a
especially he
question?
shine out in the finals. What's up?
Do you think that Nikola Jokic is a superstar?
Nah.
Okay. Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
You said yes.
See, like, no. Like for me, like the thing with Luca is like I'm not with the hype train on Luca. He like his the glow is too far. Like he haven't fully developed his game all the way through it in that concept. If that makes sense, because like I said, he's still showing the like the immaturity when it comes to certain plays and not really okay. I'm gonna get mine, and then I'm gonna force my ability to get him open. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if he more, I want to say I don't like that position they put him in. Like they making him like that point forward thing, and I'm not like yo. You guys gonna put him at point guard and he gonna become a point guard, or you just gonna find a point guard and let him get fed? Because you also taking away from Kristaps Porzingis. Because now it's like okay, it's Luca and whoever with him. It's like they put him in that LeBron situation where he needs shooters, he need this, he need that, he need that, instead of just playing in the natural flow of a team with a Cristal, like you can feed him without making it seem like he's you know what I'm saying, a shooter or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
You know, my thing about Luka, man, which I don't understand.
He a star to me. He's not an all-star. He just a star to me. Like he ain't
I
even.
mean, I would call him an all-star, but he ain't a superstar. To me, number one, he doesn't really make people around him better. I also have a hard time understanding why. Well, I know part of the reason why Luka gets praised for his play style, but a lot of people were criticizing James Harden for doing the same thing. Because the way he played in Dallas to me is like similar right now, like the way he was playing in that series against the Clippers. That was like James Harden, just shooting 30-something shots, yakking up 15 threes, not looking for anybody else, guys just standing around. Now, Tim Hardaway Jr. did do his thing early on in that series, but
That's
he
like an
doesn't.
Eric Gordon. That's like Eric Gordon
Right,
in a way.
right, like an
That
Eric
makes sense.
Gordon. But yeah, like an Eric Gordon, but Luka doesn't elevate. Now, one thing I say about James Harden play style this year with the Nets, he was, when he was healthy, he was elevating guys around him. He's he's an excellent playmaker. If James Harden plays like that, he's much more effective than when he's just sitting back there, just getting his and just yakking up 40 shots. Yeah, it looks good. It's like some video game wet dream, but you can't win like that. And the way Luka Doncic's playing, the Dallas Mavericks are not going to win like that, man. If the Clippers had a real coach, they should have swept them, or at least beat them in 5. At least 5. That's just my opinion.
And the reason why, and this is my thing, too raw. As much as I like Luka, hey, I wouldn't be saying as much as I would and critiquing him as much as I would if he played the defensive end and his decision making is so poor towards the end of the stretch of game. You saw it too, Rob.
Yeah.
Especially that last game, and plus his inability to you get your teammates better and you get it better for stats, but let's get it better for the flow of the game and to keep the series afloat. Y'all had that game. That wasn't nobody's fault but yours. You said y'all had them up 2-0. Now you want to go march up to the front office and complain, making people shut down and stuff like that. That wasn't nobody's fault. Well, yeah, I told what that dude though too raw.
I agree with that, man. Like, bro, like you can't blame nobody else but you. You dominated the basketball in a way that we hadn't seen it but few times in the playoff. Like the ball was constantly in his hand 90% of the time. And some stretch of the, in their offenses, the ball was in Luka's hands about at least 85-9% of the time. Okay, what are you blaming anybody for? Look, Kristaps Porzingis was complaining. Some of it is justified. He still needs to step up offensively, but it is hard to step up when one guy's shooting the ball so goddamn much. Okay, like you said, you go into the offense and you getting Donnie Nelson Jr. Kicked off, fired from his position, had to step down. He'd been there for 23 years. So he was good enough for Dirk Nowitzki, but he's not good enough for you. Then something obviously happened between him and Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle steps down or steps away. He probably had to step away or be fired. So to me, he's coming across as an entitled fucking diva. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because I have a suspicion, Polo, that if
don't say it, don't say it too wrong.
I ain't gonna say it all the way, but I'm just saying if Luka was Leroy, he would be called Team Obliterator. He would be called entitled, a child. You know how it is with us, but he's getting passes. He's getting all these passes for acting like a grown child. I mean, a grown child, a man child. So don't worry, I'm gonna touch on this on my channel.
Hey, True Rod, you know what I thought you finna. My bad. You know what I thought. You know what I thought you finna say. I thought you were finna talk about the coaching position. I thought you were finna be like, yeah, they're gonna go after Dan Tony.
Oh, y'all don't want that. Oh Lord, if Dan Tony go there, man, Luka's gonna average about 40 next year, man.
That's what I thought. I thought you were finna say that.
He might go there because I think he's definitely looking for a coaching position.
Yeah, Udoka. What did you think about Udoka getting that position in Boston? You two, what y'all think about that? Brad Stevens trying to make his presence felt.
I gotta go after this, but it was nice talking to the panel and stuff. I get ready for this game, but
no doubt. Closing thoughts, man. Then we go ahead and shut it down.
Okay, I mean that's good. I know they had pressure because of a lot of incidents that have happened in Boston. Boston has this history. You know, everybody's familiar pretty much with the history of Boston and the racism and all that. They were pressured to show that, especially when you consider the culture that we're in right now. The league has this image of being progressive, even though, the owners are who they are. So they definitely were probably going to hire a black coach. I hope he's successful. You know what I'm saying? I root for black coaches. We need more black coaches in all pro sports. But what's most important is this. We need black coaches in positions where they can succeed, not to be set up to fail so that people behind the scenes can say, see, I told you. We give them opportunities and they fail. No. Am I allowed to curse on here or you want me to keep it clean?
Nah, man, go ahead. Hey, wait, what? Man, me and you, we curse all the fucking time.
Okay, because I just, I don't want to disrespect people.
Hey, not too wrong. That's your name is definitely a fake. Not too, not Patreon too wrong. But you.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna go that wrong with it. But but we all know how the fuck this shit is, man. Like these motherfuckers, they how they talk behind Circus C. You can't hire these people. They cry about winning opportunity, but they fail. Nah, motherfucker, you can't hire somebody on a team that they got no damn all-stars, and they were 7 and fucking 71 last year and expect to work a goddamn miracle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that he's on one of the better teams in Boston, and I hope that the Boston Celtics turn around, and if they do, they better give his ass some fucking praise and don't put it. You know how they are. They'll give all the praise to goddamn Jason Tatum. Don't get me wrong. I like
Brad,
Tatum, but we know how it is. You know how it is. You know what they do. But not only that, man, don't fire this dude just when they turn around and put a white coach there and give him all the fucking credit once you think they get ready to become a championship team like they did Dwayne Casey in Toronto. He went coach of the goddamn year. Then you fire him when you acquire Kawhi Leonard. You fire him, hire Nick Nurse, and then Nick Nurse gets all the fucking credit. That burnt me the fuck up when they did that shit, man.
or Mark Jackson and Steve Kerr.
Right, Mark Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they tweaked some things after Mark Jackson, but Mark Jackson built that team. People got to remember, you remember this, Polo. We both in our 40s. I think you about your 40s, right?
When I got one more year, man.
Oh, okay. Well, you close. We remember in the 2000s, man, in the 90s, Golden State was one of the most losingest. The way people view the Kings and all that, nobody wanted to go to Golden State. When Andrew Bevins or whatever his name was there, they were a losing joke of a franchise. Mark Jackson and the combination of the draft of Steph Curry and the acquisition of Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and some other pieces, they helped to turn that team around. But Mark Jackson's leadership helped to turn that organization into a winning organization. And the fact that they fired that goddamn man and hired Steve Kerr and made him have to be a broadcaster and cover those games is a disgrace. And the fact that he can't get a coaching job is a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? Him and Avery Johnson were good coaches, but because they are, alpha men, because they are God-fearing men, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that, but the NBA kind of funny about that. That's a whole nother topic. But because of that, they have been ostracized from the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And it's a disgrace. But hey, man, it's been nice talking to you guys, man. I'll be listening to your show a lot, man. But this is the first time I got on there, man. You always got my support, man. I always come back periodically and be on here. What you got?
No doubt, Too Raw. Wait, I'm gonna let you go, but y'all be sure to subscribe to Too Raw for TV, man. Definitely a basketball historian, a savant, and a student of the game too, because like you said, he likes to soak in things like a sponge. He knows this new generation too. But man, definitely a pleasure having you, brother.
Oh man, great to be on here, man.
No doubt. Wait, what you got next, man? I guess what went off. Look, man. Hey, I appreciate all y'all pulling up. Let's go down the list, man. That boy Reg Dog, Big Who, uh, Goat Mike. Make sure y'all subscribe to Goat Mike's channel. That's Mike, the one man band, and Big Mike. Lakers channel, Big Mike. Also, that boy Reg Dog. Uh, thank you for pulling up, man. Showing your presence. Also, M365, thank you for showing up. CB Logic, Red Pill, Wait What, Marco Hinton, Salute, Texas, Stand Up. All of y'all, man. Y'all be sure to tune in to Polo Sports Talk and ENT, man. Also, I got another channel as well, Polo Sports News Plus, man. Y'all be easy, y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all, hear from y'all tonight. Hopefully, y'all can pull up for the game. I'll holler at y'all.